All right, YouTube. I'm sitting here waiting for my son to go. We're going Christmas shopping. I'm so excited. Anybody who has teenagers know that it's kind of rare that we get time with our children. And he agreed to go Christmas shopping with me today, so I'm so excited. It's kind of cold outside, so I'm looking for something to put in my on my head. And I found this. This was created by a friend of mine a long time ago who could not sell it because why it was too big for everyone except me. This is a little fact about me. Out of 100 women's head circumference, mine is the 95th biggest. My claim to fame. I have a really big head. Oh my god. Anyway, and the same year, one of my besties knitted me this. Isn't that weird? That I would get it almost looks like it's made out of uh, the same yarn spool, right? Anyway, so I was thinking about something that I wanted to share. It's like this little part of this puzzle of what I talk about all the time in the creation of our lives, and I was thinking about like when you have a key and you put it in the keyhole, and sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't work, and you kind of have to jiggle it a little, uh, and then it almost seems like the more you try to jiggle it, the worse it gets. And then sometimes you just gotta step away. The first thing is knowing that you have the key, right? Knowing that you have the key, and then you have to align the key properly in order to open the door or whatever it is you're trying to open. In my case, what I'm referring to is my um, for my mail. There's a key to my mailbox, and sometimes it doesn't work. Oh. I was thinking about that with our, they're always talking about this vibrational alignment. There's a lot of talk right now about vibes. That's actually kind of getting a little bit nauseating to me. I'm kind of tired of it. Uh, just all this talk about vibing high, keep your vibe high, or so if you hang out with me, your vibe will be as high as my vibe. Everybody's in their vibrational uh, standpoint, and then kind of this spiritual competition, right? who's who's vibing the highest? Oh my god, it's just so funny to me. But anyway, but the same idea of tuning in. So tuning into the channel, sort of like a dial, and you hear fuzz, 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 static until you hear music or you hear talk radio or you. And so basically, what we're trying to do is to dial into a certain actual life style, a certain way of being in the world, a certain way of and I think it's based on love basically. Are we giving unconditional love, or is our love in the moment conditional? And I think it's okay to actually be honest about that. Sometimes you aren't feeling it. You're just not feeling very loving. And so the best thing to do is to just not engage, right? To just kind of take yourself out of that equation. And I've just been finding just sort of relaxing. Because the more I try to jam, or the more angst I have about not being able to dial in to this actual new life that I am desiring, the worse it gets. It's like the angst comes up, and then it's like I can't hear it. I can't get my clues to the path that I need to take to actually get where I want to go. But anyway, it's just something that I wanted to it's like you gotta line it up. You gotta line it up. It's sort of like, the stars sort of align. The stars sort of align and then pow, this thing happens. Sort of like this explosion. Anyway, and no, I have not been smoking anything. I'm not high on anything except perhaps life and spending time with my youngest child that I adore. Anyway, silly, silly, silly. I love you guys. I'll be back.